I can't believe a brush did this. This is life-changing.
This video is not sponsored.
I'm bringing back an old friend today, the Denman Brush. The last time I used my Denman Brush was about a year ago. Now, the results, they weren't horrible, but they weren't great. My Denman Brush was looking so sad and alone in my cupboard. It's like it was singing to me. Oh, baby, give me one more chance. I actually started using it again, but on my daughter's hair. And you know, with some practice, I realized like, hey, this does a pretty good job. Why didn't my hair look like this when I was using it? I didn't realize it when I first used it, but my technique was off. So today, I'm going to show you how I use it, and I'm going to show you how my hair holds up over 7 days. So let's get started. I like to do the Denman Brush in sections, kind of like how I do finger coils. I detangle first with a fine tooth comb, and then I go over it with the Denman Brush. Like with finger coiling, I feel like you get the best results when your hair is perfectly detangled. I take the Denman Brush with the teeth facing away from me. As I'm about to reach the bottom, I'll kind of turn it inwards towards my body. And it's like magic. My Denman Brush actually came with the full set of teeth. The reason why I took them out was because when all the teeth were in, I feel like it was doing like really weird things to my curls, separating them a lot, which I didn't like. So I took the brush apart. Warning, if you're going to take your brush apart, it isn't as easy as it looks on YouTube. It's really hard to take off and it's really hard to get back in. So using some kind of lubricant is pretty helpful, but I still managed to hurt myself. If you have taken your Denman Brush apart successfully without hurting yourself, please let us know in the comments below. Give us your Denman Brush dismemberment tips. I finished my entire head. This is what it looks like. And I changed out of my black tank top because I realized it's kind of hard to see what the hair looks like with a black shirt. So with white, it's much easier to see. And I think I'm actually going to keep this white t-shirt over the week. It already looks super defined. This particular curl, do you see that one? Oh, I love that one so much. So shiny and perfect. Kind of crazy that a brush can do this. This is definitely not what my curls looked like the first time I used the Denman Brush. So there definitely is a technique to it. My hair is still soaking wet. I can either air dry it, diffuse it, or sit under a hooded dryer. Air drying it is not gonna happen because it's 8 p.m. It's way past my bedtime. I'm gonna be using my hooded dryer. I'm gonna be productive, gonna edit some videos, enjoy my life. So I'll see you when we're dried. All right, my beautiful friends, we are dried, we are done, and I am very impressed. Do you see this definition? Do you see the shine? Do you see the lack of frizz? I can't believe a brush did this. The flick of the wrist, who knew, made all the difference. Look at these curls, they're so perfect. I want to like chop this curl off and like put it in a picture frame. It's so cute. It's so perfect and shiny. I love you. If this can replace finger coiling, this is life-changing, okay? It's definitely faster. Like, I don't need to time it. Like, I know it's definitely faster. And if the results are the same, then that's perfect. Very good first day one. So remember, I'm gonna be wearing this t-shirt for the next 7 days. I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna wear this t-shirt when I film these updates, just so you can really see my hair. Definition, the frizz, it makes it easier to see the changes. And I will see you tomorrow for day 2. I'm gonna go to bed now because my bedtime was almost 2 hours ago. I'm gonna do that. We are back with day 2. And for this week, I decided I'm not going to refresh at all. I just took this out of my pineapple this morning. Yeah, I think it still looks pretty great. Frizz levels aren't too bad at all. Most of the frizz is just really just up top. It's at the roots, which I don't really mind because a little bit of frizz can actually help with volume, so I really don't mind that at all. But we'll see what happens to these guys as we progress. This would be a pretty easy fix with some refreshing, but like I said, I'm just going to leave the hair and like let it do its natural thing over the next 7 days so we can really see how well it held together on its own. It's definitely still super shiny. Let's see if we can still see those perfect curls. Oh yeah, the beauty. There she is. So shiny. So we'll see how that curl does as there's a screaming little tot in the background of this video. We'll see how well this curl does over the next 7 days. I hope it holds together because I really do love it. If I were to compare it to finger coiling, I think it's definitely pretty close. Like this is pretty similar to what my hair would look like finger coiled, except I probably wouldn't have these pieces. This is something that would happen much later. Oh, I so want to fix them so badly. Day 3. I feel like it almost looks even better in some ways than it did yesterday. I feel like it has a little bit more volume. I'm definitely getting a crown of fuzz happening at the top, which I don't really mind. It's definitely not as polished as finger coiling is by day 3, but I still feel like it looks pretty solid, especially from my ears down. Definition is definitely still there. It's holding together. And you guys, look at this curl. It's still there. Oh, you're so perfect. I love you. Yeah, so this curl's doing really great. The shrinkage is still pretty much the same. Still super shiny. I feel like the Denman brush does a really good job of smoothing the cuticle, which is kind of what gives you that shine that I love so much. But so far, thumbs up for you, Denman brush. It is day 4. Day 4. And I just wanted to show you what my hair looks like when I go to bed and pretty much what it looks like most of the time. It's either in a pineapple like this or in a bun. And also you guys can really see what's happening at the back. For me, my frizziest parts are usually at the nape of my neck, which makes sense because that's the part where you sleep that gets the most friction. Okay, so let's take this down. Let's see how we're doing. Oh yeah, definitely got some frizzies, but I feel like it looks pretty good still for day 4. I have kind of like a halo of fuzz. You drop your eyes and you still have a ton of definition and it's still shiny. Do you guys think that that special curl is still there? Oh, there she is. Is she unraveling at all? It's starting to break apart a little bit. You can see that, but it still has a special place in my heart. And can we talk about this? Do you see this? This has been driving me crazy, but it's been beneficial because it allows me to take my bangs and put them behind my ear like that, which is pretty cool. But in terms of what it looks like, this is just madness. My hair is kind of clumped in a weird way and I have bangs. So like these pieces, I'm really tempted to cut these off. But for the sake of our experiment, I won't cut them off. We'll leave this situation and we'll see what happens as time goes on. This must have been like this from the beginning. We'll be able to see from the footage. So that's a thing. Some of the curls are starting to unravel, like my perfect curl is starting to unravel a little bit, which makes me a little bit sad. But in general, I still feel like pretty decent. Like compared to the last time I used the Denman brush, beyond my expectations, I didn't even expect it to get to day 2. So the fact that we're at day 4, I'm impressed. I feel like I am almost starting to look like Edward Scissorhands. Is that in my head? Let me know in the comments below. Do I look like Edward Scissorhands? I think that all of this is going to get out of hand very quickly. And this is going to get very, very, very out of hand. It is day 5 and my hair is looking alive. You can definitely see the frizz levels are increasing. It's spreading. It's spreading from here to down here. But in general, if I'm being completely honest with myself, it's not bad. Down here looks pretty great. At this point, I could just wear a hat and then no one would know about all of this Edward Scissorhandsness happening underneath my head. Like, I didn't even know these layers existed. The definition is still there. Let's see if we can find our golden curl. Golden curl, where are you? Okay. So we can see she still exists. Does she look her best? No. Definitely not. She looks significantly worse than she did yesterday, but she still looks pretty nice. This is getting so much worse. I can't believe that the hair started like this, that it looked like this from day one. Like, how did I not notice this? So in future, I'm gonna be very cautious to not mix my bangs with any long pieces. Or I could just chop them off. Let me know in the comments below. Should I cut my bangs again or should I let them grow out? I'm very much debating cutting them. Okay. Volume. Volume is actually pretty great, and that's because I think there's a lot of frizz happening in my roots and around my head, so it's creating this illusion of volume. But is it nice volume? I'm not really sure. It's kind of questionable. If I didn't do anything to it, like this looks significantly better than if I just left my hair. We all know what that looks like at day 5. Insert YouTube footage. So it definitely looks better than that. But does it look better than finger coiling? No, but it definitely does look pretty good still. Day 6, here we go. This seems like a suitable hairstyle for day 6. This part looks great. You can't even really see the madness that lays beneath my head, which of course I'm going to show you. But this is how I'll be wearing my hair tonight when I go out into town. Because you'll see why. It's not that bad. It doesn't actually look that different than it did yesterday. Like day 5 onward, it doesn't change that much. It just gets messier. So let's talk frizz. You know, frizz, it's pretty much the same. Like, it's not that much worse. Obviously, it didn't get better, but it's very soft. That's one thing I really like about frizz. I feel like as my hair gets frizzier, it also gets fluffier and kind of softer, like a pillow. So that's something. The curl definition is still really good. You know what, guys? I'm kind of feeling it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, minus that. I don't know if it's just the volume levels, but I'm kind of liking day 6, surprisingly. Volume. As the frizz grows, so does my volume. And so does my heart, because I heart volume. But there are some weird things, of course, that we know are definitely still happening. Like this, of course. That's definitely still very unfortunate. I almost didn't recognize her, but she still lives on. Shine. So we're still actually pretty shiny. That means our cuticle is still smooth. When my hair was up, I thought when I took it down, I was gonna say something like, my hair is completely unwearable. It needs to be put up. But I feel like like I said, I kind of like it. Am I losing my mind? Let me know in the comments below. Does it look mysteriously better today than yesterday? Day 6, loved it. Don't want to list it. Yeah, love it. Don't want to list it. We made it to day 7. Woo! Okay. Frizz. Considering last night when I went out, it was really wet. And even with that, I feel like it's not that much frizzier than it was yesterday. Like maybe a little bit because it gets a little bit frizzier every single day, but it's not that horrendous. Actually, this is a little horrendous. It's not that bad considering. I thought it was gonna blow up for sure. I attribute a lot of this to the products that I use, which are amazing. Thank you, Kinky Curly. And of course the Denman Brush, because that's what's kind of clumping the curls together in the first place. The products just merely hold everything in place. Both are important. Oh, there she is again. Not that different than yesterday. The front bang pieces, still looking crazy, of course, but not that much crazier than yesterday. I'd say everything's pretty similar, except the volume is a little bit more today than it was yesterday. That's the only real difference, is the volume levels. The volume levels are more. So I just took a quick little sneak peek at the footage and I looked at yesterday's footage really quickly and I was wrong. It looks significantly better yesterday. Like, it looks significantly worse today in terms of the frizz levels. So maybe I should expand on some things now that I've seen it. It's funny, I can't tell what it really looks like until it's on the computer because all I really see is the viewfinder, and even the mirror is kind of deceiving. Like, everything looks better in the mirror for some reason, but then on the computer you can like see what it really looks like. Frizz levels are definitely more intense today, like especially that piece that was sticking out, like this piece. This wasn't here yesterday. Where did you come from? I don't know. It was rainy last night. I didn't get wet, like it didn't rain on me, but there was moisture in the air. So this might play a factor in why my hair looked so much better yesterday than it does now. Or it's just a matter of time. is just because it's been another day. I don't know, but I wasn't gonna stay inside all week. I completely changed everything that I was saying before. I was saying, everything's the same. It looks good. It looks just as good as yesterday. No, everything is not as good as yesterday. So life tip, don't go outside. When it's raining. I'm just kidding. Go live your life. Hey, instead of chasing that good hair days, go live your life. Hey. Bonus day 8. I bring to you a bonus day. But really, the truth is, I just didn't feel like washing my hair last night, so I thought I might as well show you day 8. And pretty cool, because we made it to day 8, I can show you day 8 finger coiled so you can see the difference between Denman Brush day 8 and finger coiled day 8. So I think they both look good in their own way. For me, finger coiling just wins in a lot of different areas, but I can't lie, like the Denman Brush did a really good job, and I'm kind of like liking the volume. My final thoughts about the Denman Brush. Would I use it again? Do I recommend it? Yes. Highly recommend you get it if you're kind of on the fence. I would use the Denman Brush again, and I feel like it's really great for those days when you just don't feel like finger coiling if you finger coil. The Denman Brush is a really great way to get definition and to get shine without a lot of work. It's also great if you either don't mind refreshing daily or don't refresh at all, kind of like me, and your hair is up most of the time. It's just a really quick, low maintenance way to style your hair. And if you do refresh, your results will probably look even better than my results, especially at day 8. Like, you may not even have all of this crown of fuzz around my head. But oh my goodness, do you see this? Like, this curl. Where did you come from? Do you guys see this beautiful curl? It is a diamond in the rough. Where were you all week? I love you so much. Subscribe if you haven't already to join the family, and I will see you next time with another video. All right. Mwah. Instead of chasing that good hair days, go live your life. Hey.